Hey everyone, when the Light Summoner's Road dropped, people were finally able to see SHALLTEAR Ascended, and for today's video, I'm gonna try out a SHALLTEAR showcase. I don't have her, but I was able to use her a little bit from people dropping her for me. A quick little overview though, she's a light demon. Her slots are 6-star magic, 5-star magic, and 4-star magic or physical slot. Pretty okay slots, definitely not worth LB7 since the magic slot is good enough, and she wouldn't benefit too much from a physical slot. Her skill, it gives 3% lifesteal for 10 seconds with an 11-second CT. Really good for basically giving her infinite heals, since she's always going to be doing tons of damage. Her arts lowers the enemy's dark and light resist by 40% for 20 seconds, really strong for increasing her total damage as well as dark allies. Her true arts increases her crit damage by 200% and has a 90,000 damage modifier, really strong, with a big damage buff, although it doubles with her mimic. For her super art, she gets 5 type EX 1 arts to second and creates a mimic that doubles her damage from arts and skill. It makes her insanely strong since it turns her true art into a 180,000 damage modifier. Her passives are 100% crit above 70% HP, 30% damage to enemies under 30% HP, and 50 arts at the start of the quest. All really solid passives. The crit is really good so that she doesn't need a crit buffer. The damage is nice, and the arts at the start helps her to get to her super art faster. As for Crests, she would benefit a ton from attack up since she doesn't have any innate in her kit. Crit damage or the magic damage crest from the Overlord quest would benefit her additionally. And if you were thinking about triple cresting her, which would need 60 lux since she's a crossover unit compared to normal units needing 30, arts gauge would be nice to get her to start faster, but you could run another damage crest as well. Although personally, I wouldn't give her lux since you wouldn't really need it too much and it costs quite a bit, but if you do invest it, it probably wouldn't return with a luck buff for a while, but it is still quite costly. As for equips, the best would be her umbrella from the crossover for magic damage and light resist down, Exceed Zex for some arts gauge and arts damage, True Cantable for lowering light resist, something like True Testament to increase her magic damage passively and lower magic resist works pretty good on her as well. For some of the teams she wants to be ran on, she has a lot of supporters, but her best is definitely going to be Star God Lisa, who's not out on global yet, but she'll give SHALLTEAR 450% damage. Heinz also works fairly well on stages that do have crit resist, so he can allow SHALLTEAR to crit as I show in the Ganon fight in this video. Regular Lisa also works fairly well if you don't have the 6-star. As for nukes, they're a bit more limited since she'd need 500 arts to see her full potential, but Narbarrel works really well with her, especially for the demon arts passive and 2 support slots. But for a second SHALLTEAR, if you do happen to pull multiple, I would probably say to keep it honestly. Her LB 6 and 7 slots aren't really needed, and double SHALLTEAR could make an interesting team, although if you do want that LB 6 for the Light Summoner's Road equips, I'd understand why. In all though, she's an insanely strong DPS, the strongest in the game right now actually. She melts nearly all content, which is wild, and once we do get Star God Lisa, she's gonna be even stronger. Definitely a really strong unit to have, who's gonna see lots of use. Her mimic allowing her a 180,000 damage true art is gonna make her last quite a bit as a DPS. That's everything for the video though. Let me know your thoughts on SHALLTEAR. If you did enjoy the video, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.